Okay, there we go. Hello, and we are back for day 3. I'll just carry on letting people in as they arrive. Let me know in the comments why I'm letting everybody in. Is it your first time tonight, or were you here for the whole 2 days? Let me know, or if you've watched the replay or you have been live. Let me know in the comments why I'm just letting everybody in. Okay, I think I'm on track here. Day 3, first time. Good evening. I was here the last 2 nights. Day 2, day 3, day 3. Okay, good. I've been here since Tuesday evening. Good. Day 3 live. Good evening, my second day. Day 3. Okay, so if you guys haven't watched any of the others, if it's your first time, or if you have missed any of them, they are up in the replays or up. And you can find those links in the free community. Okay, and I can see your names in here. I can recognize most of you there. Okay, so let's kick off our last and final night, and I'll just carry on letting people on in as we go along. Okay, so this is day 3 from application to hired bootcamp. Okay, so we've been looking at what we can do to get hired. Okay. Sorry, I'm just letting everybody in. It's a bit distracting. Okay. Welcome to day 3. And tonight's focus is your step-by-step guide to getting hired and a plan for you. Okay. So tonight we're going to cover beginner-friendly companies. We're going to look at where to apply, what to do after you've been rejected, because sometimes that's when everybody gives up, how to improve consistently, and what your next action steps can be. Like, what steps are you going to do from here on out? Okay, so welcome everybody to the final day of the bootcamp. And if you're joining us on the replay, welcome to you as well. Over the last 2 days, we focused on why people don't get hired, and we've looked at how to improve your application. We looked at last night. And tonight is all about creating a clear action plan, building momentum, and helping you move forward with more confidence. Okay, so that's all about what we're going to go tonight. I'm popping that YouTube link in the chat box again. So don't forget to to subscribe to the YouTube channel, because you're going to find a lot of things in there, like different places to apply. There's a whole lot of companies, and I break down the whole lot of different companies and pros and cons of the different companies. I look at the TEFL certificates in there. There's like mistakes teachers make. There's just a whole lot of information. And of course, all the replays for the boot camps are in there as well. So pop over to the YouTube channel when you have a chance, and it is like really a good wealth of information to give you a little bit of extra help when you're needing it. Okay, so in the last 2 days, and after these last 2 days that we've been doing, how are you feeling now? A, I'm feeling more confident. B, I'm feeling less overwhelmed. C, I'm feeling motivated to apply. D, I'm still nervous, but I'm ready to try. Okay, let me know in the comments. Okay, I can see. Okay, C and D is okay. Motivated to apply, still nervous but willing to try. All of the above. Okay, good. Okay, A, B, and D. Okay, so I'm glad. All those that are feeling more confident, less overwhelmed. Okay, motivated to apply, and still nervous but ready to apply to those companies, even if you are nervous. Okay, it's just getting out there and actually taking action. So I want you to notice something, that even if you still feel nervous, you probably feel maybe a little bit more clearer than what you did before, right? And when we feel more clear about something, clarity always creates action. Okay, when you're feeling clear and you're knowing like these are my next steps, then you know, okay, like I'm willing to take action now because I'm able to see what I need to do next to get going and to be motivated. Okay, the biggest mistake people often make is most people never apply. Like they think about applying and they start getting things ready. And most of the reasons why people don't apply is like they're waiting for the perfect time, or they're waiting to be absolutely perfect, and they're scared of being rejected. Okay, the fear of rejection is a big thing. And often we compare ourselves to other people. Like we think, okay, look at that teacher, look what she can do. And look at this teacher, look what she's busy doing. But like, you don't think about their teacher. What was their teacher like 5 years ago or 6 years ago before they started? They were probably exactly where you are at this present time. And often we overthink everything. Like we always think about things and we overthink every single step. And that stops us from actually making progress, and it stops us from moving forward and getting started. A lot of people actually stay stuck. They stay stuck in like preparation mode, where you just like keep preparing all the time. You keep watching videos, you keep researching, you keep planning, but then you never actually follow it through with applying. Okay, and that's what we want to stop. Okay, we want to watch the videos, we want to get prepared, we want to do the research, we want to do all the planning and get everything ready, but then we want to actually go for that next step, and that next step is actually going and starting to apply to all the different places. Okay, so it's really important to get out of that mode of being stuck exactly where you were. Okay. So an important mindset shift is rejection. If you get rejected, it does not mean that you failed. Okay. Like often when we get rejected, we think, okay, that's it. Like I'm not cut out for this and I'm just going to give up. But being rejected doesn't mean that you failed. Okay. Okay. You can write that down. Okay. I have not failed if I've been rejected. Most teachers, okay, and that's like for all of us that have been doing it for like a long time, most teachers improve through experience. They improve through doing interviews. They improve through getting the feedback back from the companies. So rejection is just part and parcel of the process, okay? It's not a nice thing to go through, but you've got to look at it as, okay, this is just part of the process. If I get rejected, okay, I'm going to move on to the next company and I'm going to apply to the next company. Okay, it doesn't mean it's the end of the road and I'm a failure. It doesn't mean that at all. It's just part of your learning curve. So most successful online teachers were rejected at some point or the other. Okay, they were rejected when they applied and when they started off, however many years ago when they started. You will find that most of them were rejected at some point or the other. Okay, so let's talk about some beginner-friendly companies and good, easy platforms to start with, okay? Especially I think most of you are in here are from South Africa. Is there anyone here that's not from South Africa? I know I had someone that was from Nigeria and someone that was from Ethiopia that said they were attending, but I'm not sure if they're actually on here or not. Okay, but these are good companies for South Africans to actually apply to. Okay, Cambly is a good company to start with. Very, very beginner friendly and easy. Also, you don't do an interview with like an actual real person. So you're going to have a fake student. Preply, if you get your profile right, okay, it's a good place to start, and you can definitely build your way up to earning a really decent income on Preply. Okay, once you crack the code and once you get your profile right, you can actually earn a good income on Preply, and it could become your main platform. that you stay on, and you can up your prices as you need to, and eventually you're going to probably be earning a good income. My sister works like full-time on Preply, and she does quite well on Preply. italki is another platform. They don't always hire, so you have to look and see when they are actually hiring. So it's always good to just check that out. Native Camp, okay, just be careful with Native Camp though, and check and make sure like what you're actually going to get paid with them, because sometimes I have heard that they do. Some people get paid well and other people don't get paid well. Okay, so just really check out what your payment rate is going to be. But I have heard that if you go in for like the sudden bookings, like not planned bookings, but if you put yourself onto standby, you get paid a lot more for those classes. Okay, then there's Engu, which is a good beginner-friendly platform to start off with. And then there's Amazing Talker. Amazing Talker is a great platform. The only thing is you do need your own materials for Amazing Talker, so they don't provide you with materials, and you have to learn the platform. Like you have to learn like what you have to do to get matches and to be able to get students. But once again, like Preply, when you crack the code and like when you do well on Amazing Talker, you can do really well. Okay, but you do have to put in a lot of effort in the beginning, and it takes a good 2 or 3 months to really get going on Amazing Talker. Okay, so these are very popular beginner-friendly platforms because many of them don't require teaching degrees. They allow flexible schedules and they help you to gain experience. Okay, and when I started with a company called Adcasoc, and they are also quite beginner-friendly. The only thing I would say about them is that they do fine you when you make any mistakes, but they're quite a good company to also get started off with because they give you a heap of training. They even have their own tesol certificate you have to do, and they train you on all their programs. Okay, so like if you do get into them, they're quite a good platform to start off with. I think they pay like $8 an hour or something like that, so it's not very high, but at least it's a good start, and you could do that for a couple of months, and then you could move on to something like Preply or Amazing Talker, where you're going to earn more, or you can set your own rates. Cambly pays about $10 an hour. I think they're $10 an hour for the free talking, and then Cambly Kids pays $12 an hour. Preply, you set your own rates. italki, you set your own rates. Amazing Talker, you set your own rates. I'm not sure what Engu's rates are. And Native Camp has got a lot of mixed reviews about how much they actually pay. Okay, you will see on my YouTube channel, go to my YouTube channel, you'll see I've broken down 24 teaching platforms that you can teach at. So go watch that video. It breaks it all down. It tells you which companies need teaching degrees, which ones don't need teaching degrees. I've broken it down into beginner-friendly, intermediate, and more advanced platforms as well. So go and watch those the videos. There's one with 24 platforms to teach on, and there's one with 15 platforms to teach on. Okay, so go in and go and watch those. Oh, okay, I'll write it down. It's Adcasoc. Adcasoc, like that. Okay. If you go look at app, you'll see that as well. They mostly have like Chinese, Taiwanese, Southeast Asian students. Okay, so, but if you want more like companies to apply to, go pop over to my YouTube channel and like go and watch those. I think I might have put the link in the free community as well in the classroom. It might be in there. I must just check. Otherwise, I'll put the link for that in there as well to make it easier. Okay, but just go watch that video and it breaks it all down. You can take notes and everything as well. Okay, I'm also going to give you for those of you that are going to get that free pack that's going to come at the end of the 3 days. There are some companies in there, and I have broken them down a little bit as well. So it's like a PDF that you're going to get. Okay, so tell me, like out of your research that you've done up until now or what you've heard, what platform interests you the most right now? Like what platform are you leaning towards applying to if you have an idea? I know Danielle said yesterday that she's already applied and been accepted at CASOC. Like, have any of the rest of you, have you applied anywhere? If you, Danielle, it's true. Like, they really teach you a lot. Like, you have to do so much prep before you actually start teaching. But I think it's quite good because it gets you, like, it's going to make you a good online teacher. Okay, let's see. I'm interested in Cambly and Palfish. Okay, Cambly and Preply. Cambly and Preply. I'm on Preply. I've heard about Palfish. I think Shami, like Palfish is okay. Like if you're happy to teach on your phone, for me, like when I was looking at it, my eyes aren't that brilliant. So it's quite difficult with like writing and doing all this stuff on your phone. But I have heard that you can connect your phone somehow to your computer and then use your computer or a tablet to make it a bit easier. I've applied to Preply, Palfish, Native Camp, and Amazing Talker. We'll be trying Cambly and Preply. Ingu, Native Camp. Can one work for more than one company at a time? Yes, you definitely can. But I would say if you are a beginner and you've never done it before, start with one company first. And then like spend a month or two with that company and then add another company onto it because it becomes a bit tricky with your schedule. Like you don't want to double book yourself. So you want to make sure that like like the ins and outs of your first company before you add the second one. But you can definitely teach on more than one company. You just have to be good at your schedule, closing it and opening it and making sure that your times don't overlap each other. Okay. I need to empower myself more about the online teaching before I start applying. Okay. And then Palfish, I see Danielle said that you are able to link your phone to your laptop. I did my demo today with Palfish that way. Okay. Like I have heard people do that. So there is definitely a way to do that. And then it's going to be a lot easier. But like if you're looking at your tiny little phone like this and you're trying to do a lesson on it and you're trying to write and they want you to write things and everything, it's going to be really difficult. So if you do go the Palfish way, you need to find out like how you can actually link your phone to it. Okay. Still doing research, Preply. Okay, so like those are all the easy, like I have seen mostly everybody is on like the beginner friendly platforms over here. If you're watching the replay, let me know in the comments too what platform you kind of leaning towards applying to. Okay. So I would say like apply to multiple companies. Don't just rely on applying just to one company, okay? Don't just do one application and think that you are going to be successful with just doing one, okay? Like I would say 3 to 5 is a good amount, okay? Don't go more than 5 because you're going to get overwhelmed. I've heard of people doing like 20 applications at the same time and then they don't get anything because it's like complicated sometimes to apply and there's a lot of info that you have to put in. Like Amazing Talker, when you apply to Amazing Talker, there's so much you have to put in because you're building your profile as you're going along. And the same with Preply, that it takes a long time to actually apply. So if you're doing like 3 to 5 companies, make a note of it. And then like what you've actually got together and what you've put together before. And then once you've done those 5 companies, then you could do another batch of companies after that. Okay, so why I'm saying don't just apply to one is that you're going to give yourself more opportunities, like more interview experience. And that's what you're wanting at this time. It's like to build that interview experience up, build up like what you can actually say at the interview. Okay, so I've got an example. There's a PDF with example of interview questions and answers as well that they mostly ask. It helps you to progress a bit faster and it helps to build your confidence because you're kind of doing it, okay? You're getting into the action of actually getting done and going to do it. But one rejection, like you're going to get rejected. Maybe you're going to get rejected, okay? But then one rejection should never stop your progress. Just move on. Put it down as experience and move on. Okay, and I would definitely try every time you do a demo lesson or every time you have an interview, like try and ask whoever's interviewing you or doing the demo lesson for some feedback. Okay, when I was an interviewer on Amazing Talker, like after the interview, I would always, the demo lesson, I would always give the teachers their feedback and say to them, look, this is like why you're not going to pass today. Maybe like next time do this and this and this instead. Okay. And most of the time when people failed their demo lesson, it was because they never allowed their students to have talking time. The teachers would just teach, and like they would be teaching in a classroom, and they wouldn't allow their students to have their talking time. So really be wary of it when you're doing a demo lesson, to give your student that 70% talking time and you doing your 30% talking time. Okay. So here's a little simple application plan. Okay, so step 1. Okay, make sure your resume is up to date. Okay, so update your resume. We've talked about the resume. I'm not going to go into all of it again. Go back, watch the videos, the replays if you're unsure about that. Okay, update your resume. You're going to get a template with your pack that you're going to be getting. Step 2, record your introduction video. Get it done. Do your script, practice it, get your final introduction video done, and then apply to your 3 to 5 companies. Practice your interview questions. Okay, use the PDF to practice those interview questions. Practice your answers that you're going to give to the interviewer. And then improve and continue. Okay. Keep the process simple. You do not need a perfect system. Okay, we're not perfect. Okay, you really don't need a perfect to be perfect on everything. You don't need expensive equipment. You do need equipment, but you don't need expensive equipment. And you don't need years of experience, but you do need, and it is the same with whatever you do in life, you need consistency. To be successful, you have to be consistent in what you're doing. It doesn't help to, like, you're all fired up, ready to go, and you do 3 days of being consistent, and then you stop for a week or 2 and you don't do anything, and then you go again, and then you stop and you don't do anything, and then you start again. Okay, and that's not how you're going to build it up. Okay, consistency really, really, really matters, and your consistency is going to start to give you confidence as well, because you're practicing it and you're doing it over and over again. It's going to start giving you that confidence that you need. Okay, and action. Like, you definitely need action. You can't just sit around thinking about it or writing it down and say, this is my plan, this is what I'm going to do, and then you never actually take the action. Okay, taking the action is really important. I've had like 7 hours of lessons today, so like my voice is like a bit croaky now. Okay, so what to do like after you've been rejected? Like, what can you do when you've been rejected? You feel terrible. Okay, like if you don't get accepted, but don't panic, don't quit, and don't assume that you're not good enough. Okay, there's just maybe some little tweaks that you need to do so that you are better for the next time that you do it. Okay, just put it down as an experience. So instead of panicking, instead of thinking that you're not good enough, and instead of quitting, like, try and improve your application for next time. Practice your interview. Okay, practice your interview questions with someone so you can be really natural with answering those questions. Apply again and keep learning. A lot of companies like will say that you can't apply to different companies, but if you want to really work at that company, I think some of them like say you can apply again after 3 months or after 6 months. Okay, but don't wait for 6 months before you apply to other places in the meantime. And if you really want that job, then go for it again in another 3 or 6 months. Okay, let's see in the comments. Have you ever let rejection stop you from trying something? Have you ever let that feeling of rejection stop you from trying something? And it doesn't have to just be in relation to teaching. It could be like anything in life. Have you ever let rejection stop you from trying something? Let me know. Yes, okay. It's like there's so many of us, okay. It's not a nice feeling when you get rejected, right? Actually, not as nerve-wracking as I thought it would be. I got a lot of tips from a teacher already teaching with them, so that helped. I just try harder. Okay, good. Like, I think the main thing is that you don't give up. Like, you don't, like, let it, like, ruin what you're wanting to do. Um, Sometimes, yes, okay. Daniel, okay, rejection hurts, okay. And it's very disappointing. And it is disappointing, but, like, I think you got to, like, think about it in another way and just say, think about it as, like, this is the experience. And, like, the next time I'm going to do better. I'm going to improve on the things that I didn't do well in this time. And it might just be because you were maybe nervous the first time. Okay. Confidence building. Confidence comes from action. Okay. It doesn't come from thinking about it. It really comes from action. It doesn't come from waiting, from overthinking and preparing forever in a day. Okay. Confidence grows when you apply, when you practice, when you improve, and you keep going. That's when your confidence comes and grows. A lot of people think that I'll apply when I feel confident, but then you're never going to get confident. Confidence usually comes after you actually start. So once you start and you start doing things more and more, you're going to become more confident. Okay, so what makes people successful? Like, successful teachers usually stay consistent, they keep improving, they learn from their mistakes, they apply even when they're nervous, and they take action quickly. Okay, that's what makes people successful. Okay, number one is staying consistent, and a lot of things happen from staying consistent. Okay, keep improving on what you're doing, learn from mistakes that you've made, apply even when you're nervous, don't wait to feel confident, and take action. Okay, it's all about taking action. Okay, so let's see. What has been your biggest challenge so far? Has it been your confidence? Has it been the fear of rejection? Has it been knowing where to apply? Has it been taking action? Or has it been staying consistent? What is your biggest challenge been so far? Has it been your confidence, your fear of rejection, knowing where to apply, taking action, or has it been staying consistent? What have you found the most challenging? Taking action. A, B, and E. Staying consistent, taking action. A and D. Confidence, taking action. Staying consistent after rejection. Okay, that is a big one. You got to like pull yourself up and you got to just get back at it. Fear of rejection and taking action. Okay, so we have a mixture of everything for everyone. Okay, but I would say, like, if there's something that you really need to work on, and that is staying consistent. And a lot of things are going to come from being consistent. Like, it's going to help you get past a lot of the hurdles. Okay, so here's a 30-day action plan. So what I recommend for the next 30 days is, like, in week one, like this next week, improve your application. Okay, so look at getting maybe a cover letter done, getting your resume done, and getting your introduction video done. In week two, you can apply to multiple companies. So now you're ready because in week one, you sorted out your CV, your cover letter, you've sorted out all of those things, and your introduction video. Week 2, everything's ready, and now you're going to start applying, okay? Applying for those 3 to 5 companies in week 2. Week 3, practice your interviews, and week 4, continue improving and continue applying. So small, consistent action matters more than trying to do everything perfectly. Okay, I'm always saying to people in my community, like, you don't have to be perfect. Like, you just need to take action. Like, take action, and you're going to improve as you go along. Okay, I've added a little section on TEFL because I've had lots of people asking me. So I'm just going to briefly go into it over here. TEFL certificates and why they matter. What is a TEFL certificate? Okay, it's teaching English as a foreign language. And it's a qualification showing employers that you trained in teaching English, lesson planning, classroom online delivery, student engagement. Okay, and that's why it's important to do it through a reputable company. That you don't just, these are the things that you're wanting to learn, because you're wanting to be able to take what you've learned in your TEFL and you're wanting to apply it into the job. But if you do one of those TEFL certificates where like you can cheat the answers and stuff, you're not actually really learning all of these skills, and you're not going to be able to put it into practice when you actually have to teach. So many online companies require at least 120-hour TEFL certificate before they'll hire you. And why this matters is without a recognized TEFL certificate, many online teaching platforms may actually ignore your application. Okay, so you can like work on marketing platforms and you can work independently without a TEFL certificate. But as soon as you go down the ESL route, you're going to need that TEFL certificate. And you also need to make sure that you have got the correct TEFL certificate. Good. Okay, 150 hours, like a step up. Okay, so why TEFL certificates are important. Employers often look to see that you've got the 120-hour minimum certificate, which has the models on lesson planning, student engagement, online teaching practice, proof that you understand how to structure and deliver lessons. The benefits of having one is that you're going to get a lot more responses to your applications, and it's going to prove your credibility when you're applying. It opens doors to higher paying platforms and roles, okay? Maybe you might find some that accept that certain certificate, but they're probably going to pay you absolute peanuts. Okay, so think of it as proof that you know how to teach, not just speak English. Okay, so that's why it is important. Okay, sorry, I don't know why I did it in twice. I don't know what I did there. Okay, so key things to check out before you enroll. When you choose in a course, ask, is it 120 hours or more? Don't do those ones that are like 60 hours and 80 hours, like you have those ones. Okay, it's not going to help you. You need to have at least 120 hours or more. You want to make sure it's internationally recognized, okay? Not just locally recognized, that it's actually internationally recognized. And that it does in like, if it includes like the practical teaching strategies, that's even better. Okay, and does it have like, some of them have job support and a little bit of tutoring to go with it. Those are all good ones to really go for. And is it accepted by online teaching platforms? Okay, you want to make sure that this is like a recognized certificate. Not all certificates are equal. Okay, so cheap, uncertified courses may not be acceptable. Okay, they're going to be red flagged, and there's like TEFL on the beach or something. I think there's one called that, and the teacher record, like all of those ones are like red flagged at the moment. So if you're going to do this, do it properly so that you don't have to go back and redo it. So here are like a few options that can help you qualify for online teaching jobs. Okay, so there's the TEFL South Africa. That goes for between 498 to 1,987, depending on the package. Okay, so the bigger packages include extra modules. Then there's the Cape Town tesol SA, which is about 2,700 Rand for 120-hour online TEFL. There's the TEFL Institute. It's about $129 for 120 hour. They have like sales, so you got to check when there's a sale price. There's a TEFL org. That's between $151 pounds. Okay, that's about 3,000 rand to 8,000 rand, depending on exchange rates and discounts. Okay, so that's like might be a bit out of some people's budget. The cheaper option might be okay still. The bridge TEFL is about $300 to $500. Eye to eye, saw a lot of people have done eye to eye TEFL. They vary widely. And there's like often there's promotional offers, so kind of you can check it out. Like $99. Okay. But just look and see like because you'll see like the packages vary a lot. There's tefl.co.za. That's about $4.99. That's quite a cheapish one. There's the advanced course under that same company. That's 140 to 180 hour ones. And then there's a Uni Prep Institute. That's around $300. And there's the TEFL org, 120 hour premier and online TEFL. Okay, so that often has discounts as well. So you got to just check it out. Okay, these are just 10 examples that I pulled out. But there are like so many different places that you can actually do TEFLs from. But always check that it's not a scam. Okay. So check that it's not like a scam and like that it's actually accepted by different companies. Okay. So like you might pay to do something and then you'll see, okay, well, this isn't internationally recognized. So when I go and apply to a global company, they're not going to want to accept that TEFL certificate. So it's really important that you do your homework and don't just go and do the first cheapest option that you can find. Okay, so if you haven't done it. And like for those of you that have done the ones that aren't recognized, and like if you're struggling to find a job, maybe that's the reason why that your TEFL certificate is not recognized. Okay, so quick tips for South African teachers. Okay, I see lots of you are from SA here. And even in the other African countries, like TEFL SA and Cape Town tesol SA are both accessible locally with prices in rands. Okay, no international fees. There's payment plans or discount bundles, especially sometimes they have like sales. So like you have to look when sale season is. Okay, so look for a stronger TEFL, like more hours and tutor guidance often improves your job prospects. And always confirm before you do it that the certificate is accepted by the online platforms that you want to teach on before enrolling in it. Okay, so like maybe go and look and see what companies do I want to apply for, like what do they actually accept and what don't they accept, what are the requirements of that job. Okay, so a TEFL certification is not just a nice to have. In many cases, it's a ticket to getting responses and bookings. Like aim for at least 120 hours, like we've said, and choose a course that's got recognized training and support. Investing in the right course can help you stand out in your application and definitely increase your chances as a teacher. Okay, and if you're wondering what more companies to apply to, check out that YouTube channel. Like there's a video on the 24 different places to apply to and some basic information about them. It's going to like give you a lot of help. Those like you can break it down. There's another one with 15 on, so use both of those. Okay. It's like who's joined the free community? Like, are you guys in the free community? Like, I'm going to be adding a lot more stuff inside that. In there, you're going to find the replay links, the worksheets from tonight. I'm going to add another worksheet into that. And there's lots of PDF guides, bootcamp resources, next dates for bootcamps. All of those things are going to be coming out. I'll pop the link up again just now. And then support from other teachers. Okay, it's a free community, so I'm not going to be in it all the time. But there's lots of. I think we're on 99. I think today, like there's 99 teachers in there. Okay, so like everybody can be in there to support each other, help each other, there's lots of people that has joined the community from here in the last few days. Okay, I'll pop that link in when I go to the, because I have to copy it. I've only got the YouTube link on copied. Okay, then I want to go on and I will take your screenshot at the end. Okay, have been taking the screenshots every night, and I'll go to the YouTube channel and check who's commented on there. So if you've missed any nights and you watch the replay, you'll go in there to get the free bonus as well. Okay, so I will collate everything tomorrow. Okay, if you're looking for more support, Shannon, if you're using a VPN, sometimes I'm not sure if you're from out of South Africa, but I know some people that have tried to join the community and they use a VPN. Then school flags you as spam, and they don't allow you to join. So like, make sure you're not using a VPN. Okay, so like it definitely like chucks you out, apparently, I've heard. Okay, so if you want more support inside the Teach Online membership, you can get resume feedback, introduction video feedback, interview support, monthly training sessions, and online guidance and accountability. Okay, so this is my paid membership, and I have got a 7-day free trial for anyone that wants to try it. Okay. Yes, if you sign up to school first, okay, so you can go onto the app, sign up to school first, and then come back and use the link, then it's going to take you like directly to there. Then you've already signed up for the school app. So then you're going into school and it will automatically open it and then take you through that way. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you a little bit more about the membership. And tomorrow I'm going to have a membership session, another probably 20-minute session for anyone that wants more info on the membership. I'm going to take you into the membership, give you a bit of tour around, show you the back office, show you all the things that you get, and so that you have like more clarity about it. Okay, so you're definitely going to learn how to build a strong foundation for your online teaching business using proven methods. You're going to learn how to create a teaching brand that stands out and attracts the right people. You're going to definitely learn how to navigate tech. This month, we're looking at Canva. We're doing a course on Canva next week or the week after. There's a 5-day workshop on using Canva. You're gonna learn how to do lots of tech stuff that that was found overwhelming for you before. You're going to learn how to create and deliver a successful demo lesson because you're going to be practicing it every month. You will know how to build a successful resume. I'm going to tweak it for you, give it back to you. You're going to come back to me and we'll keep tweaking it until you have it where you need to have it. You're going to learn how to create a successful career as a teacher and how to manage and run your own business. Because in the end, you don't want to stay working for an ESL company all the time. You want to eventually be able to go on and become an independent teacher, and you want to have your own business. Okay, and you're going to learn how to overcome common problems in the classroom, like how to ace a trial lesson, how to manage students' behavior, what to do if you have a student that's screaming and shouting at you, or what you can do in different situations. Okay. Again, on the YouTube channel, I have a whole video on like how to manage students' behavior and like what to do if you have problems in the classroom. Like these kind of things happen. And even when you've been a teacher for 6 years or however long you've been a teacher, like this is always going to happen. Problems like coming in and the student has no sound, or coming in, what do I do? Like it's going the sound, like what do you do in that situation? Or they come on and they have no video. Okay, like all these kind of things we're going to look at, like how to sort out problems in the classroom so it's not so difficult for you. Yesterday, okay, like yesterday I had a student that came on and like she was a brand new student, and her sound, like there was like the screeching in the background, like this really loud high pitched screeching, and like I managed to send her like a WeChat message and say to her, like, go out the classroom, like, shut your app down, come back into classroom, class in, open it, and come back into the classroom. And then she did that, and that sorted out the sound problem. But then I still heard this like funny noise in the background, and I said to the student, like, what's that noise? Like, I can hardly hear you because I hear this like tweeting noise in the background. Or she said, oh no, it's her birds. Like, she's got 5 parrots in her house, and that's what was making the noise. So I was like, okay, maybe we can move to a different room where we don't hear the parrots, and then we can hear each other. Okay, so it's just like learning how to like manage different things. Okay, and we're going to look at, and you learn how to do that. Okay, so I'm here to help you with all of those. Okay, so included in it is the 6 modules of the Let's Get High course. And for those of you, I think there's 2 of you that have already joined the trial. You will see like there's a lot of like video lessons, and it kind of takes you through everything that you need to know. What I'll do tomorrow in the free session, the extra session that I'm going to have, I'll take you through the course and show you exactly what you're going to be getting. I don't know why that's always there. Okay, and what it costs is it's $25 a month, okay, which is about 410 Rand a month. You can stay for as long as you want to. Just make sure you always like cancel your membership before your due date, okay? So like and then you'll be able to leave. So if you want to stay for 1 month just to get all the info and all the help that you can in 1 month, to stay for 1 month. If you want to stay for 3 months, 6 months, completely up to you. Like, no strings attached. I'm there to help you for as long as you need the help. And at the moment, there's a 7-day free trial, so you're able to kind of try it out for 7 days. There's content drops, so I'm always adding things into the classroom to make it easier for you. I've like created a new section on demo lessons, so like there's materials that you can use for like demo lessons, like to practice your demo lessons. There's just like a whole wealth of information. Like sometimes we'll do like a 10-day sprint, or we'll do like different motivation focuses just to get you guys going. As I've mentioned before, I've kind of changed this up a bit, because instead of just doing 2 live Zoom calls a month, you kind of get a Q&A session. You get 2 demo lesson practices now, plus you're getting a workshop or a course in the month. Okay, so you're getting a lot more than just 2 monthly Zoom calls. I'm going to be getting people in to come do some extra training. I'm wanting to get someone in to come and talk about business and how to create maybe some online courses and stuff for those of you that wanting to like move on in the business as you get like maybe create your own courses as you go on. All of those things are really helpful. Okay, then there is a resource like section in the classroom, and that has things like Danielle, you won because you were so interactive and you did all the things like as like super fast speed. You did really well. So like, okay, and I can already say Danielle is a person that's like really consistent with what she does. Okay, when she's doing it, she's like really goes for it, and she gets going, and she like moves away, and she moves herself on. Okay. There's great sorts, and I'm going to be adding more things to it. It's like checklists and lesson plans and platform comparisons and startup guides, and there is icebreakers you can use. There are some lessons you can use. There's some free books. There's like a whole lot of stuff that you can use to really help you on your way to teaching. Okay, especially if like you're teaching on places like Preply, Amazing Talker, Italki, places where you need to use your own materials. You're going to learn how to do that as well. Okay, and then like every month when we do, like I add everything into the classroom. So like this month we're doing Canva, but last month we did we looked at introduction videos, and there's like a whole lot of like whatever I've done in the past is all in the classroom. So you'll see there's lots of small little 5-day courses that are available for you to go through as well. A lot of them have got PDFs and trackers to go with it. What app or website do you create your lessons on? If I'm wanting to create my own lessons nowadays, I use Canva a lot. Like this is done on Canva. So I do use Canva a lot. And then I mostly teach on, if I'm teaching on Classroom a lot of the time. An Amazing Talker goes through Zoom. So it's like kind of those two platforms that I use the most. Okay, and then obviously we're there to support each other. You have access to the WhatsApp group, to my WhatsApp number as well, so that you are able to WhatsApp me. Okay. Bonus, if you've attended all 3 sessions, and if you haven't, don't worry, go back, watch the replay, and engage on the replay. Like, make sure you're commenting in the interactive section, so I can go and see who's been interactive and add them. Okay, so you're going to get your resume guide, introduction video guide, interview guide, application checklist, and a company guide, which is going to really help you. Okay, so your next step, like, what is one action that you are committing to after tonight? So here's some examples. You can think of your own one as well, like updating your resume, recording your introduction video, applying to 3 companies, practicing interview answers. Okay, which one of these, or which one of your own ones, is your action step that you are going to commit to doing after tonight? Let me know in the comments. I see lots of recording my introduction videos. I like it. Getting my TEFL certificate. Great. That's awesome. Updating my resume, and recording my introduction video. Great, guys. I can see you're all thinking about in the right ways. Okay. Practicing interview answers. Okay, that's a good thing to do as well. I'm doing intro videos tomorrow, and I need to send it to a school on Monday. Okay, so you have to really get going. Okay, there's a great this Descript. Descript is a really nice app that gives you about 100 transcripting and 100 AI minutes, like, free when you first sign up to them. So, like, if you need to edit your video at all, like, Descript is quite a nice thing. You can go in and you can, like, cut off the beginning parts, and you can cut out bits out of your introduction video. It's quite easy and user-friendly to use. So I would definitely say, if you're needing to do some editing, like, it's a lot easier than using CapCut, and CapCut's like a bit difficult at the moment to use, because, like, they want you to pay when you do too much stuff on it. So, like, Descript is a really great way to edit your video. Okay, so important reminder, you don't need to be perfect. You don't need years of experience, and you don't need expensive equipment. But you do need action, you need consistency, and you need the willingness to improve, okay? You need to be able to be willing to improve. Like, a lot of people get stuck where they are when they think, okay, I know everything. Like, that's not the reason why I'm not doing well. Okay, you have to really be willing to improve. Okay, so thank you so much for joining this bootcamp, and I hope this bootcamp has really helped you feel more confident, less overwhelmed, more prepared to take action. Okay, and just remember, like, the best time to start is now, okay? Not in a few years' time, or in a few months' time, or a few weeks' time, okay? The best time to actually start is now. I just want to take the screenshots, and then I'm going to put those links up for you guys again. Okay, let me go here. I just want to quickly get those. Okay, so I'm going to put the free. This is the free one coming up first. Okay, so if you have trouble, like, getting onto the school, like, just from this first, like, maybe download the school app first, and then click on the link. Okay, so this is the free one. That is the free one. Okay, so that one's the free one. Okay, and it is on school. So search for the app if you want to, the school app. But I do know there's a problem if you try and do it and using a VPN. And then this is the paid one that has got the 7-day trial. Let me go back here. Okay, and then for those of you that are interested in joining the paid membership, I am going to be having a free session tomorrow night at 8. It's using exactly the same link that you got now. I'll send out the information for it tomorrow. It's only going to be really short. I'll take you for a tour through everything and show you exactly like what you're going to get when you're joining the paid membership. Okay, so hopefully you guys have all been helped a lot. And remember to join that free community so you can ask more questions in there and get a lot more support. Okay, everybody, have a really good night. And I hope to see some of you tomorrow night. Anyone that's interested in joining the paid membership. Have a really good night, everybody. And I'll see you next time. Bye.